Hey, what's up guys, TechTine here and I'm back again with a brand new video. So before I begin, I just want to thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to stay tuned for more videos. But with that being said, while the cool kids are playing with the Samsung Z Flip 6 and the Z Fold 6, I'm more interested in this budget-friendly flip device from Motorola. And this is the 2024 Moto Razr, which brings in some major changes to the previous generation. One of which is a larger screen on the front. So previously we had this kind of small, you can think of it as like a notification screen, and it was a multi-touch screen, but it still only was kind of a notification screen. With the newer screen, it kind of follows last year's flagship of the Moto Razr Plus and brings us a full screen that can do more, right? So like display a full fledged of information such as your music playlist and the ability to choose which app to open up. So not all apps are supported, some are, some aren't, but this is definitely a welcome upgrade from the previous generation. The next thing is that they did improve the hinge design, so supposedly this is going to be like a smoother experience as far as opening up and closing the phone. So I'm excited to test that out once I get a unit in-house. The other thing that they discussed was the camera experience, which was one of those things that was, in my opinion, a disappointing thing about the last year's base model Moto Razr. So the camera was nothing special in the previous generation. It didn't really do much. It was average camera for the most part. So hopefully in this new generation we have a better fix. And so the next in my conversation is the specs. So these are definitely kind of the mid-range specs. So this time around Motorola is using the MediaTek Dimensity 7300X processor. Combine that with 256GB of storage and 8GB of RAM, 4200 mAh battery. The performance on this phone theoretically still falls in the budget lineup of things. Now the previous generation Moto Razr, I did have an issue with it in kind of the heating department. So this phone would actually overheat quite more often than I would like it to be. So hopefully they fix that with the newer generation. In addition to that, this phone did turn off by itself from time to time. Obviously, these are things that just happen to my particular unit. I don't know if it's going to be universal or not. The other thing that I want to discuss is the display. So no word on the fact that it's going to be a more powerful display or a better display, but I didn't really have a problem with the previous generation display. I'm hoping that it's going to be more durable than the current generation. So again, these are things that I just have to get in-house and test out for myself. Now, the starting price of this phone is $699, but I'm assuming, knowing Motorola, the price of this phone will come down. And one of the things that you might be disappointed in is that there's no promise of a long-term software update. So keep that in mind if you're interested in buying this phone at all. So hopefully, with that being said, I want to see what the future holds. And I'm kind of disappointed that Samsung did not release kind of a budget flip device. Rather, they just increased their Z Flip 6 to $1,100 instead of the $999 price point that we've had in the past. So with that being said, it's nice to see a budget flip device for the people that are interested in it. And I'm interested in your guys' comments. What do you think about this device? Do you think that it's going to be a step up in the kind of flip world, or do you think that it's going to make a noise in the flip world or not? So let me know in the comments below, what do you feel about the 2024 Moto Razr, and do you think that Samsung should follow this trend and make kind of a budget flip device? So I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.